government have shown right from the start that we want peace within the sub-region, and we've done everything possible to ensure that we show peace. We've been to Liberia, we've been to Sierra Leone, we've been to other countries. We're in Senegal, we're in Gambia, just to ensure that we project peace within this sub-region. For President of Niger to bring up this allegation, I think personally, I think it's an issue he's trying to divert attention from the challenges he's facing. I think when they came in, they had this intention, they promised they were going to restore peace and tranquility within Niger Republic. That has not happened. I think he thinks by the time he keeps on throwing blame games against Nigeria, it will keep his people up and make him remain relevant to whatever he is doing. I visited Niger.
Did you hear that? That's the president of Niger, General Tichani, from the accusation he's laying against Nigeria, that he's using it to divert attention, that it's just blame game because he's not living up to the expectation, the promises he made to Nigerians of bringing peace and tranquility in the country. So that is why he's making all the accusations on Nigeria. This whole thing, I don't know. Well, let's listen.
It is not in our own character to allow anybody use our soil to attack any country, anywhere, not even our neighbors. For us, Nigeria and Niger share a common bond. We have over 1,500 kilometers stretch of border. 7 Nigerian states sharing common border with common culture, religious affinities together that we share. We will not want to destroy such a relationship for whatever reason. And I'm sure the Nigerians, if they are truthful to themselves, they know we have done everything possible to show them that we love them and we want them to be part of it. The last ECOWAS meeting that we had the statement of Mr. President, where he still gave the open window for Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso to still come back to the fold of ECOWAS. We believe together we are stronger. We know the challenges they are facing, and they cannot handle that alone. They need us to be able to assist them in ensuring that we address this issue.
Wow, Nigeria has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that they love Niger and they cannot work against them, and that Niger cannot face their challenges alone. Niger cannot face their challenges alone.
Enough to deal with here.
Indeed, General, since the video came out, there were a lot of, talk about the video when it was released. And this is indeed a diplomatic issue. And what other diplomatic or military measures can Nigeria take to address these allegations?
Well, like I've mentioned, we've reached out to the Nigerian troops. We're still working together because we understand the enemy we're dealing with does not respect any border. And if we don't come together to fight, none of them will survive it. They need us as much as we need them. So we not want Nigeria to be turned into any proxy war, and that's why we don't want any foreign base, because once you allow one side to come in, the other side takes the other, and then there will be issues. We don't want the sub-region to turn to a conflict zone. I'm sure that we all know that we have issues on ground affecting us with insurgency, terrorism, banditry, and all sorts. So we don't want that add any other conflict within our general area, and that's why it's important that we do that.
So who do we believe here? This whole thing, I don't even understand. There's no foreign base. There's no presence of foreign military in Nigeria. And then who do we now believe? Is it that General Tichani is lying? This is the chief of defense of Nigeria. Who do we believe now? This whole thing, I don't even understand. A lot of counter statements. Who do we believe?
Republic?
Thank you very much. Well, Nigeria is a sovereign state. Nigeria is an independent state that also operates on its own. We have alliances with other people. We have business dealings with most countries of the world. France has been a country that has been with Nigeria for over a long while. Even while the Nigerians themselves were romancing with the French government. So it's funny for them that they have been with them all through these years, and because they have issues with them, they think every other person should have it. Their enemies shouldn't be our own enemies. But we, because we're a bigger country, because we're a greater country. We're a country that also respects human rights, respects the dignity of other countries, especially Africa.
Their enemy shouldn't be our enemy. Like, I don't understand it. Okay, he's trying to say here that because Niger has issues with France, they're expecting other countries to turn back on France too. And then the chief of defense staff is trying to say here that it doesn't work that way. That if you're having issues with France, you don't expect Nigeria to also have issues with France, because Nigeria has been in good terms with France for years now, for a long time. Like, I don't know. I don't understand this whole thing. We don't even know who to believe.
Remember, they are landlocked countries. They will have a lot of challenges if they have to withdraw fully out of ECOWAS. There are so many implications to that, and I'm sure they're aware of that. So I think the worst thing for them to do is for us to come together. Other aspect is that if we don't work together, then there'll be a lot of issues. It will also open up situations where other non-state actors will come and take advantage of what's going on. We have seen what is going on in Sudan. We wouldn't want that to happen within the sub-region, because it will engulf everybody. We want the sub-region to remain peaceful. We don't want anybody to come and take advantage of what's going on to say that he's coming here to do one thing or the other. Nigeria has the capacity to secure itself. All we do is that we do military joint training with countries of the world, with all the countries, because Nigeria.
You heard him. He said they do military joint training. Okay, now my big question is it that French troop is actually in Nigeria for military joint training? That's where the lady missed it. She would have asked him, is it that they are there for military joint training? Because this cannot just be an allegation if there is no sign of truth, if there is no sign, if they didn't see them in Nigeria. Is it that they're actually there for military joint training? Well, I don't know. Let me end this here.